Student Financial Aid Scheme has engaged provinces with a low number of applications of 2020. NSFAS Administrator Dr. Randall Corrison said NSFAS will deploy agents to the provinces in question, beginning with the Free State and Western Cape provinces, in order to assist communities to apply for funding. This will be done through community outreach programs, he said. The scheme has reported that compared to the same period of previous year, 50,000 more applicants have been received. However, closer analysis show that out of 216,075 aid applicants received since the opening of 2020 application cycle was September 1, only 10% of the applicants chose technical and vocational education and training (TVET) colleges as their preferred institutions of study. Corrison said, as a country, we have not positioned TVET education and the associated, critically of skills development as an imperative choice for our national development ideas. He said applications were open for grade 9 to 12 pupils out of school youth who wish to further their studies with the support of government bursary scheme for 2020 academic year. Application statistics released by NSFAS indicated that a majority of applicants were out of school youth who intended to further their studies at public universities. When processing an application, we validated information with Home Affairs and Social Development Department, hereby getting a complete profile of an applicant and family. We take into consideration the total household family income, home affairs and social welfare status, higher education or admission status. Information about your school and local municipality plays a crucial role in the 2020 application system, Corrison said. Applicants who come from working class family whose total household income is below 350,000 rand a year will be eligible for receiving fund from the government bursary. However, funding will also be confirmed or granted as soon as proof of admission is provided by NSFAS by the institution of higher learning. Applicants with special needs or disability will take top priority together with beneficiaries of social grants, Corrison said. We are committed to ensuring that our students' funding system is effectively managed and implemented across universities and TVET colleges, and that students are able to fully access the funding and government has made available, Higher Education, Science and Technology Minister Blade Nzimande said. NSFAS applications opened on September 1 and will close on November 30 at midnight. The Executive Mayor of Maludi Apofung, Councillor Masechaba Lekalaje Musia, Speaker Councillor Tumelo Tebe, members of Mayoral Community, Ward Councillor and MEP water officials met with representatives from Gift of the Givers, Mr. Ledman, in attempt to ask for help in relation to water problems that municipality is currently facing. The municipality finds itself at a situation where they have to use water trucks to provide people with water because Fikakazo Dam, which feeds 80% of Maludi Apofung community, is almost 10% dry. The executive mayor mentioned that they are faced with serious challenge where people are not able to access water within their households, which is not right. Even though the situation was not created by anyone but nature, they plead with them to lending help so that they can ease the burden of having community members to fetch water from water trucks, because not everyone will be able to get water, as some people are at work during those times. The executive mayor then took a tour to different boreholes and Fikakazo Dam to assess whether if they cannot be reactivated for communities to use them. During the tour, the executive mayor also discovered that there are leakages rather than being attended to. She said it is very sad that the community is struggling with water, but it is wasted everywhere they go. It's time we stand firm and address this issue because it is not how things should be done, said the executive member. The time is 11:12 p.m. It's time for sports news.
Thank you, Ms. Jeanette, and good afternoon to you, sports fanatics. The time is exactly 13 minutes after 1, and it's your third bulletin of sports update, and they are proudly brought to you by Spets Educate Live on QLEAD. I am Ramokho Bitumel, and your headlines for this hour. Date for TKO semi-final, Soweto Derby clash confirmed. Proteas crowned 2019 African Netball Cup winners, and Solskjaer not the man to lead United glory, says ex-Liverpool defender. It is confirmed that the much-anticipated TKO semi-final clash between Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates will take place on the 2nd of November, with the corresponding Absa Premier Soccer League fixture set to take place on the 9th of November, making it 2 Soweto derbies in a space of 7 days. The SA netball team were crowned the 2019 African Netball Cup winners in Cape Town after defeating Zambia 72-53 to win their 6th consecutive game in the tournament and claim the title. Former Liverpool defender Jamie remains unconvinced about Man United Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's managerial capabilities. This is after they are not promising recent performance in their Premier Soccer League fixtures. That's it, folks. Your sports headline for this hour. Stay tuned for more updates at 3 p.m.
The time is 1:15 p.m. and this is your news on entertainment. Nicki Minaj officially wears Kenneth Petty. Nicki Minaj appears to have confirmed she and Kenneth Petty have gotten married after posting a short video of Mr. and Mrs. Marks and Pride and Crew baseball caps, referencing a date and informing fans of her wedding. The 36-year-old rapper took to her Instagram to appear to confirm the pair have tied a knot actually by sharing a short video of Pride and Crew baseball caps and Mr. and Mrs. Marks. Captioning the clip with the Pride and Crew emoji, Nicki, who was born Onika Tanya Maraj, wrote Onika Tanya Maraj Petty, 10/21/19. This appears to be a reference to the date of the young wedding, Monday. On the review of the show, NSFAS launches outreach programs following a low number of 2020 applicants and Maludia Kofung executive mayor on crisis. I'm Jeanette Chalale on News on Q. Thank you so much for your time. Good day.